It is a new day. It is a new vlog. It is almost a new year, but oh wait, it is by the time it's going up. Boom! Happy New Year! Oh my gosh. Alright, so we're planning groceries for last year. Time travel! And it blows. I'm so tired of planning groceries and picking meals, and I feel like we eat the same thing all the time, although it's not even true, even slightly, a little bit. I don't even know what to say. We're planning groceries and it stinks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, really red on this
I know. I'm using the camera on my computer as opposed to my phone, and this was experimental.
I'm wearing my wearable blanket.
Oh yeah, that was a Christmas present. Oh, we're rocking the Christmas presents now because this is my new chair. Since I sit so much, I figured it would be nice to have a new chair. So I got a new chair for Christmas. And it's coffee. Yeah. And you're cozy because you're in your Eskimo. Put your hood up. Mine's... Okay. It's not that cold.
No.
You look so comfy though.
It feels like I'm still in bed.
Okay, alright. Hey.
Welcome to another vlog.
I'm sorry.
Hello.
What is he doing?
Making dinner. We're having...
It's not even lunchtime yet.
I know. We're having Italian sausage and cabbage and potatoes in the crock pot. So it has to...
Crock.
Yes. Go in for about 6 hours. So I'm going to hopefully start it in the next 10 or 15 minutes. But I have to brown the sausage on the stove before putting it in, so...
That doesn't take very long.
No, it shouldn't take very long.
2 months helps.
Sure. But I have we have the glass cutting board, but right now this is the only clean cutting board.
The whole dishwasher's clean.
I know, but the other cutting boards are in the sink.
Well, that's not clean.
Anyway, so it sounds good. It's just potatoes and sliced cabbage.
Boogies.
Yeah. One sliced onion and some chicken stock and salt, pepper, and thyme.
Lots of time because it goes in for 6 hours.
Lots of time.
Also thymine.
Yeah. I was just telling Daniel, because I thought it was kind of funny, when I was chopping the potatoes, the baby was kicking. He's saying good morning. It's like, Mom, I know you have potatoes. So, this is the first time I'm making this, but it sounds really good and it sounds good. Plus, we've pretty much had this same meal, just not made in the crock pot.
Right.
And it's always really good. So.
Yeah. I get the pan.
The nice thing is, it specifically says to not open the lid while it's cooking. So don't even have to come back and stir it or check on it. Once the lid is on, it's on. That looks good.
So I just got home a little bit ago from visiting my grandmother and my mom. It was a nice day out today and the sun was shining, so we actually got to eat together. We ate outside, which was nice. That's pretty much been the only way that Daniel and I have been eating with other people, is if we can eat outside. And then we just spent a couple hours just visiting and hanging out. And it was nice to see my grandmother because I didn't get to see her over Christmas.
Oh, buddy.
Now I'm just chilling on the couch until we figure out what we're gonna do next. Dinner has another almost like 2.5 hours left to cook, but it's smelling really good already. I gotta open the door for him. He's very curious. There's still construction going out. There's construction going on outside of our house in the woods next to our house, and he's very interested in all of the people and the equipment. He likes to be entertained by everything going on out there. So I'm just about to go downstairs and do my first ever yoga video, but also first ever prenatal yoga video. And so I just changed into workout clothes, and Daniel was laughing at me because the shirt that I have makes my belly look really big. And yeah, it does look pretty big. What are you growling at? What? Anyway, so this is Harpo at 18.5 weeks. Yeah, because I'll be 19 weeks on Friday. So Harpo's growing and moving. Although I think Harpo's kind of sleepy today because we haven't really felt it very much, but it was moving a lot yesterday, so I'm wondering if it's just extra tired from all of that movement yesterday. So just taking a few extra naps today, I guess. So we came to drop off Daniel's car at the shop because it started making a weird rattling noise a couple days after Christmas. So we're waiting for him in the parking lot. And Juju, we were able to bring Juju with us because we brought the bigger car and we weren't getting out. So he actually got to go somewhere today. He does not understand why we're not getting out, so that's why he's whining. It's like, guys, we're supposed to get out once the car stops. And now someone's trying to park next to us, so he's watching them carefully. What you doing?
Just laying.
I'm getting ready to go to bed, but I realized that, well, I don't know about you, but I have not taken any videos today since being at the shop. Whoops.
Nothing interesting happened today.
No, I've been watching TV.
I ran around in the car all day. I was just out there in the driveway running circles in the car. It's really hard. I had to take all the seats out. So I went and got groceries, and then I had to go buy champion for New Year's.
Not for me, obviously.
Pop, pop. And I had to stop at a Target for a couple things. And then I came home for like a half hour, then we took my car into the shop. And then it was like, I don't know, what was it, like almost 2:30 when we got home?
Yeah.
Or 3?
It took a while at the shop.
No, yeah, it was like 2 o'clock when we got home. And at that point, the day is like over. So, what do you even do then?
We watched Chopped.
Oh yeah, we ate some lunch and then I went to work out.
Yeah, he was good today. I I was very sore today from doing that prenatal yoga video from yesterday, which I thought was really good. It was obviously because it's yoga. It was a lot of just stretching, which felt really nice. So I was happy that I did it, but then my muscles have not been stretched like that since before I got pregnant, so I was rather sore today. So I didn't do any workout today. I gave myself the day off. So maybe I will try again tomorrow, depending on how I feel. But yesterday was good. I just sat on the couch and watched TV all day because I am still on break, and so I'm enjoying as much of it as I can. And I've been watching the Great British Baking Show on Netflix, and I love it. I'm watching the first, they're called collections, not seasons. So I'm watching the first collection, and I love it. I love listening to them talk, and everybody is like so polite on the show, but you won't watch it because
What?
what did you say earlier
Oh.
about the people?
It's like, do they not have dentists in England? Like, I don't mean to judge like so hard, but yikes.
Like, that's why he won't watch the show with me.
There's like $1 million business. It's like the first dentist to open up in Europe. Jeez.
So it's been a pretty boring day, which is why we haven't taken very many videos today, but we are... What are we doing tomorrow?
I don't know.
Tomorrow's the last day of 2020.
We think.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 12:59, 58 seconds. 11:59. It is gonna be 12:59.
Eventually.
That's like my favorite meme of the year. Is wait, where am I on here?
Yeah.
Is
You're good.
this one? It gets me every time.
So, whoops. I keep doing that with my hand because my arm's getting tired. So, we will have, knock on wood, survived 2020. Good riddance. And we have a very sleepy guy.
Oh, he's been so tired.
He's been very tired after riding in the car.
Well, it started by when I got back from the grocery store. He was like bouncing off the walls, like, because I didn't get him out of the crate before I left. So he was like super excited when I got home, and he's like,
He was very bouncy.
for like 10 minutes. And then he got zoomies a little bit outside. And then we took him in the car, and then he was really tired.
Yeah.
And then after I was done working out, I came back up, and he wanted to play. So he was running around like a crazy person. He does this thing where, well, you've seen it, where he'll like, all he wants to do is like pounce and chase and run and stuff with me. And then he gets to the point where he just like, wah, ah, ah.
Yeah.
But then, like, he'll, it goes like insane actress. And then he'll run into the living room and do a tiny little donut where his back end just does this like power slide. And then he'll come back, and like over and over. He'll do that like 5 or 6 times in a row. And then this.
Yeah. And then he's very tired. For the rest of the night.
That's it for the day.
Yeah.
So he's at a very...
That's his activity for...
That's his high activity for a day.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I rode around in the car. There's my exercise for the day.
I know. Harpo's been pretty sleepy again today. But Daddy got a big kick earlier.
That's how I do.
Daddy gets the big kicks.
Yeah, that's a foreshadowing. Cuddle time with mommy. And then, Daddy! I put a pillow so it wouldn't jump on your head, Daddy.
Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you, sweetie.
You
You dial 911 for Daddy. You dial 911 for Daddy.
Oh gosh.
Coming to a house near you.
Yeah.
2025. Actually, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, and they're 4, but still kicking a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night. See you tomorrow. Last day of 2020. It's coming to an end.
It is lunchtime for me. I just made a bagel. I'm sure I'll come back for more food when I'm done with it, but I'm starting with a bagel right now. I just got out of the shower, so I'm letting my hair air dry before I go back and put some makeup on. We're going to Daniel's parents' house tonight to ring in the new year. Obviously with our masks and cracked windows and stuff for ventilation, but we're gonna spend some time with them. We usually have, for the past several years, they've had like a New Year's Eve party where they'll invite my parents over and our 3 best friends, and obviously Daniel's brothers will be there, and we'll just play games for hours until it hits midnight, and then once midnight comes, might stick around for another like 15 to 30 minutes, and then everybody goes home. But it's a really fun night every year, and it's really sad that we can't have our usual little party and game night on New Year's Eve, but hopefully next year, hopefully we'll be able to do it again next year. So yeah, those are our plans for the evening, and I'm making a new recipe for dinner tonight. It's called Joe Casserole, which it sounds yummy and doesn't sound too hard, but I'll show you that when I actually start cooking. I want to relax for a couple hours before I need to worry about getting out ingredients and stuff. So I'm just gonna eat and chill on the couch. And Daniel, here, let me show you. Daniel's out chopping wood, and I know our window is really dirty. You can't really see him, but he's out chopping wood because I think we're gonna try to have a fire with our friends this weekend sometime. We haven't seen them since I think like a week before Thanksgiving. So it's been a while. We have Christmas presents for them. So I think we're gonna try to get together and have a fire outside and do our Christmas present exchange behind the tree. But it's supposed to rain today and tomorrow, so he's just chopping up some wood and then he's storing it in the shed so it stays dry for our fire this weekend, hopefully. That's the goal. Alright, so as I said earlier, I'm making this Sloppy Joe casserole for dinner tonight.
Ignore this.
With your whiskey. So I was just reading through the recipe, and it looks really easy. It's basically ground beef. In this case, we're using ground turkey, and some onion, manwich sauce, which I didn't even know that they made.
That's the best name ever.
Manwich?
Yes.
Yeah. And then a few other ingredients, and the main part of it is bow tie pasta. So the nice thing is that it can be either put into a casserole dish and then baked in the oven to finish, or it could just be a one-pot meal and you don't have to worry about the last steps to bake it in the oven, which is basically just to melt the cheese on top. I think I'm just gonna make it as a one-pot meal since that seems easier and saves the dish. I'm gonna get out the turkey. I need to chop up an onion and
think that's it for now. I think it's interesting that the bow tie pasta actually gets cooked in the, what am I looking for? No. It gets cooked in the, like, cooking liquid that's already in the pot. So like chicken broth, the manwich sauce, some water, and the juice that's in diced tomatoes. So everything gets boiled in that instead of separately and then put into the pot. I just thought that was interesting because normally, or any like pasta dish kind of that I've made like this has always cooked the pasta separately and then put it in. Anyway, so I just thought that was interesting. All right, so I browned the turkey and the diced onion, and then I added in the liquid. So it's 2 cups of chicken broth, a half a cup of water, 1 can of the manwich sauce, and a can of diced tomatoes, undrained, not drained, undrained, whatever. Now it just needs to come to a gentle boil, and then the pasta will go in. And then as the pasta is cooking, I'm gonna chop up a cube of Velveeta because that goes in last to melt after a can of corn goes in once the pasta's done. So far it's been really easy and it smells good. It smelled really good, especially once I put the onion in with the meat and started cooking it.
What you doing?
Pasta just finished cooking, so now I'm putting in the corn. It calls for just a cup, but I'm putting in the whole can because I like corn and stuff like this. And then turn the heat down to low. So once the corn goes in and gets stirred, then 8 ounces of Velveeta goes in on top.
Which is being very thoroughly guarded by Mr. Juju.
Yeah.
Like I'm head of security of the cheese.
Yeah. And then once the Velveeta is melted and stirred in, we're ready to go. Oh, yeah. Go bump.
That shirt very highlights your bump.
It's kicking a little bit in there. Not right now, but it was earlier.
Just a little bit. Yeah, we're hoping that it's gonna kick a lot tonight so people can feel it.
Yeah.
Did we talk about New Year's plans?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did. Here.
She already did.
I did.
You already know then! But yeah, I'm hoping my mom can feel it.
Yeah. I know I tried to get my mom to feel it the other day when I was at my grandmother's house, but
Not happening?
no, not happening. The baby would kick like twice and I'd call my mom over and then it would stop.
Yeah.
And there were no more kicks.
Good night, cheese.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. Noodle squelch. Listen.
Alright. So you could, if you wanted to, like I said, there's an extra step. You could put this in a casserole dish and cover it with more shredded cheddar cheese and then stick it in the oven for 15 minutes, or you could just leave it like this. I'm going to leave it like this because we're on more of a time crunch tonight, and also, like I said earlier, I don't feel like making another dish. So, we're ready.
Sounds like a plan. Lamest New Year's ever! Happy New Year! Yeah. That's it. Oh my gosh. End video. Please stop singing. Oh my gosh. So, it was like a pretty chill night last night as far as New Year's Eves go that we have participated in the past in comparison.
Yeah.
But we were still up till like 3:30 because we got home. We were at my parents' for the actual changing of the year. until, like 12:45 or 1 o'clock or something. And then we got home and hopped on House Party with our friends. And we were just playing a couple of games for a little while. Then, we didn't get off until like 3. So it's like it's 15 when I started this or something.
Yeah.
And we're having breakfast. But New Year's tradition in my family is we'll have New Year's pretzel. It's a giant cinnamon roll in the shape of a pretzel. And when I mean giant, I mean like full baking sheet size. And then, so we cut up pieces and they look like that. But this year my mom made, it's like pretzel sticks. Pretzel bog. Because, we're just divvying it up and everybody taking it home and stuff instead of eating it together. Plus, it's way easier than shaping it into a pretzel shape, which is, the pretzel that size is just crazy. But I forget why. Like, it's a tradition we do every year, and I forget, that's a definition of a tradition, but, I forget why. So I texted my mom to ask her why. I thought to do another video in a second to explain why. But my entire life we've done this. And so, like, it wouldn't be New Year's without giant cinnamon roll pretzel. And it does not have any pretzel flavor in it at all. It is literally a straight cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
It's just shaped like a pretzel. But like I said, I'll have to update you on what the tradition actually is. I forgot to say. So, I think we're just gonna chill all day. All day. Starting the year with a voice crack. I think we're pretty much just gonna, for the day. Although we're doing a like a little prediction game for the baby that I've created, and I gotta finish doing that and get that up soon today. So you can go look for that. If you go on my Facebook page, you can see that. It's like a guess the baby's like stats kind of game that we're just making public to the world with a little prize that is TBD.
I'm also going to my parents' house tonight.
Right. Play a couple games and stuff.
So we won't be just sitting on the couch all day, but most of the day.
Okay. Here's the pretzel tradition. It goes back to my great-grandmother on my dad's side. She used to make them all the time. It's a Pittsburgh thing that's just supposed to bring you like luck and prosperity in the new year. So you make a sweet dough pretzel with, it's originally a sweet dough pretzel with frosting on top. My mom adapted it to be a cinnamon roll with frosting because cinnamon rolls are better. So there you go. Alright, starting the new year off with ribs. Because there's like so many proteins that people say are unlucky. Pork is not one of them. So here we go. Half, so they'll cook a little bit faster. And then we're just hitting them with salt. If I point the camera actually at the thing. Pepper pig. This is peppered pig. And special skill, open garlic powder with one hand. Maybe not. Okay, time out. And garlic powder. That was a lot. It'll be extra garlicky. I don't know how much of this is actually making it on the camera. Oh well. And then preheated the oven to 300 degrees. And there's a little shot of my finger. Oven preheated to 300. Throwing them in there. Whoa. And they'll go in for like 2 hours and then broil for like 10 minutes or something. And then they're delicious.
So it's my turn to cook dinner tonight, and I'm making a new recipe, shocker. We're having sausage and pepper ravioli. So I'm making it a little differently than the recipe that we have, which we can link down below if it turns out well. But the recipe says to use sausage ravioli, and I typically only like cheese ravioli or like seafood or mushroom ravioli. I don't really like meat like that in ravioli, so I made the meat separately and we're having cheese ravioli instead of the sausage. So let me show you what I've done so far. So I just browned up some sweet Italian sausage, and then and now I'm sauteing red and green bell pepper and some red onion, and I just started the water for the ravioli. But once this cooks down a little bit, I'm gonna add some garlic powder and salt and pepper, and then it calls for I'm going to use half the can of crushed tomatoes because it only calls for 14 ounces, but the store only had 28, so I'm just going to use half of that tonight. And then the sauce cooks down, and once the sauce and ravioli are ready, just put everything together and that's it. So it's supposed to be really easy and quick, and so far it has been. And it smells really good too.
Which one's better? Both at the same time? Up and down at the same time?
Alternate.
You're doing the weight.
Oh, that one spot's not catching.
Clear it.
No, there's still one spot that's gotta go.
Sure. Is that ready?
Here it comes.
No, stay away.
Here we go. Maybe not.
Just the fireworks sound.